Let's talk about our Whiteboard Wednesday, how the Broncos can beat the Jets and get one game closer to 500 and just try to keep their season alive. Let's dive into the first one. It's Deck the Hall. I'm talking about the Jets' best offensive player, Breece Hall. Second-round rookie, looks good. In the past 3 wins, the Jets are 3-0. Breece Hall has only started one of those games. It was the previous one. And in those 3 games, despite only starting one of them, he has over 130 yards per scrimmage on average and 1 touchdown per game. That is top of the line running back play right there. Breece Hall has been their offense. He is the guy, especially with Zach Wilson at quarterback. To me, I'm putting 8 in the box and saying Breece Hall is not beating me this week. And if Zach Wilson goes and does it, okay, applaud him. Say, great job. You beat Pat Surtain, Justin Simmons, Kareem Jackson, this secondary. Don't let Breece Hall do that.
Enter witness protection. What happens when you go into witness protection?
You change
disappear.
your name.
You get a new identity.
Yes.
And that is what the Broncos need more than anything. They have to start this week developing an identity. I think this is the number one single biggest problem for this offense. They don't know who they are. And when you don't know who you are, you don't know what's coming ever. So it's you know, I said it once, I'll say it a million times, calling plays is like a story. Well, there's no story right now. It's just, it's like a 3-year-old with a crayon and a blank sheet of paper just scribbling. That's all that's happening right now. Every play is existing in a vacuum. The Broncos have no idea what they're doing in any situation because they don't even know what they're good at yet, other than maybe 4 verts. It's been pretty successful for them in a lot of situations, although now teams are just going too high. The Chargers pretty much did it every play. In fact, at one point in the game, Cortland Sutton, they were in the red zone. They got Cortland Sutton in man. They just called timeout because they're like, we're not going to let him do that to us. So the Broncos need an identity. They need to enter witness protection, get rid of that old identity, whatever they thought it was, get a new identity.
Let's hit the next Whiteboard Wednesday. Dump it to Dulcich.
Oh, so there was a play you guys might remember. You might have seen a screenshot where Greg Dulcich was standing wide open and the seas parted and he could have caught the ball there for a first down. You may have also noticed that ball to KJ Hamler. He's like coming across the logo and kind of bouncing. It's like, did he catch it? Did he not? You could kind of see from one of the angles that Greg Dulcich, like the ball flew right by him. It's like, oh, Dulcich kind of seemed open there. He was open. He was open on third down right at the sticks. You gotta feed him the ball. Like he was getting open every single third down, and not once did he wind up with the ball. He is actually a good receiver, and on these third downs, whether it's Russ, whether it's Rippin, in particular on third down, get him the ball.
Yep, it absolutely is. All right, let's hit this next one. Play Slapjack.
Yes. Do you guys know Slapjack?
Yeah, you slap it when it's a jack.
Yep, the cards.
Pretty simple.
Yeah.
How would you describe the speed of that game?
Very fast.
Very fast.
Yes.
A lot of slapping.
It's a quick game. The Broncos need more quick game. It's the biggest thing missing from this offense right now, and Hank pointed it out, I think, yesterday. Early in the game, when they had 2 very successful drives, it was there. You had Dulcich in the flat when he got his head ripped off for no call.
He did.
You had quick out to Jerry Jeudy, I believe, at one point. It looked like a real offense that was attacking the field at 3 different levels. And the Broncos are not attacking the short passing game at all right now when push comes to shove, because instead of trying to get that quick gain on first down, they're just saying, okay, well, let's just go run, pass. You have to add that additional element of throwing. I would love to see there's no reason why Russell Wilson can't be a successful RPO style quarterback.
Yeah.
It doesn't mean you have to redo the whole offense, but use some RPO. Allow Russ to make a simple read. Everyone's talking about, he's not getting through his progressions. That's what's so great about RPO. Essentially, you have 3 reads, but it's only 1 pass read in most scenarios.
Right.
It's just, are you going to keep it? Are you going to hand it off? Are you going to throw it?
Yep.
Simple stuff. You talk about simplifying the offense. I would love that. And you can do that whether it's a slant, whether it's a bubble, could be both, a flat kind of stick route, like whatever it may be. Get the ball out of Russ's hands quicker, and it'll open up this offense a lot.
All right, let's hit this next one. Answer the cues. I'm talking about the 2 biggest cues that the New York Jets have. That's Quincy Williams and Quinnen Williams. Quincy put up 14 tackles a couple of weeks ago, but the Q I'm really talking about is Quinnen Williams. He was the 3rd overall pick in the 2019 draft because people thought he was going to be could be the closest thing to Aaron Donald that the NFL has seen since Aaron Donald came in. Now, he has not lived up to that in his first few years, but this year he actually looks like that. He has been a monster. He leads the NFL for defensive linemen in pressure rate and sack rate, better than Aaron Donald this year. And in the game last week against the Jets, I mean, he was, or against the Packers, he was the reason that they won the game. He had 7 quarterback pressures, 2 sacks, and just 34 pass rushes. So he was getting after Aaron Rodgers like crazy. He is a beast. And then you look at the Broncos' offensive line and the struggles they've had, and I don't know what the answer is, but the Broncos better figure it out, because my first instinct is you have to double team this guy. And if you're double teaming him, that means you're using Lloyd Cushenberry and one of your guards. But where have the Broncos struggled? At A-gap blitzes. You're just instantly going to open up a hole for the Jets right there. So then you have to have Melvin Gordon or a very good pass protector in there in order to pick up those blitzes. Quinnen Williams on his own provides a massive problem. But then once you think you figured him out, I think he's going to open up more problems for the Broncos offense, and I'm really scared about what he could do. All right, let's hit our final whiteboard here, and it is get hung.
Yep.
Whoa.
It's time for Brandon Johnson.
Oh,
It's time for Brandon Johnson.
Let's go.
Yep. You just need a spark, right? Like, Dulcich provided a spark. And because of that, the offense looked solid early on. I think there's more in that tank. You should keep him in there, keep doing that. Give Brandon Johnson his chance. He made a whole bunch of plays during training camp, in the preseason. Brandon Johnson's so fast. He has such good hands. Just, part of the problem is you watch what Aaron Rodgers did last week, and a lot of his game, and it's the same with Russell Wilson if he's even playing, he can just give guys chances. Like, he's not necessarily like clinical, but he knows where to put the ball. It's like, this could be a great play, but who knows if he catches the ball. You know, the Greg Dulcich drop in the end zone is one of those. Just throw balls up, see if Brandon Johnson can catch a couple.